4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ranjin here. Bring on Stuck of Commentary. It's going to be the third set in Group D of the quarterfinals of the Avalon MSL. Kwanro up against ZerO, or ZerO up against Kwanro, however you prefer. We're going to get colors and position that way. Before anything else, we're going to have at the north side, 11 o'clock, green zerg Kwanro. That means we're going to have the purple zerg ZerO with his purple tinged glasses at the 9 o'clock position. Where's that pink? Whatever that is. I say purple. Purple, whatever color. Blah. Gonna be an outsider. Of course, beautiful, beautiful map for any sort of aviation. Any sort of stuff flying around. As well as crashing down to the depths of the cliffs. Or do cliffs have depths? No, they don't. I was trying to say something eloquent, but it came out wrong, and it happens sometimes. Sometimes I say quite the most elegant, beautiful things, and sometimes I talk about penises. So yeah, Kwanro, as I've been saying, one win away, and he's got to be thirsty. ZerO, even if he managed to take this one, he's still going to be hard-pressed. Kwanro is just riding away with this on a huge-ass wave. Actually going to go for a 9-pull here, going to go rather aggressive, very Kwanro-esque this time. Last time he played rather safe, going for 12 on the opposite. ZerO actually also going for I believe, a 9-pull. Let's see, looking over 9-pull extractor. I think it might have been an overpull. A little bit missed. I'm not quite sure. Overlord win in first. I think that still might have been a 9-pull, but overall, Bears are very, very close. So Zerglings are going to be able to meet each other down the middle. So if ZerO actually went for an overpull, then he is going to be able to get his Spire up just a little bit earlier. But no, never mind. It was indeed a 9-pull. No Overlord popping, so it was indeed a 9-pull. I'm just getting confused. Overpull would have been a little bit later. So yeah, both players, let's see. ZerO is going to have his gas up right now. Kwanro should have his up ready as well. Both are ready. Spawning pool is going to pop any second now. Zergling's on the way right away for both players. Kwanro going to pop in 3. We're just going to have ZerO pop in his last 2 as well. So both players are going to go for some aggressive play. And it's going to come down to Zergling Micro, which I gotta say is Kwanro's forte. Kwanro's Zergling Micro is absolutely magnificent. His Mutusk Micro, it's definitely not at the level you'll want it to have. It's not bad, dear God. Of course it's not. With the practice partners he has at Zerg, he definitely, he's definitely gotten a few tips. But he's not at the level that other players are. ZerO, I believe, has definitely better Mutusk Micro. When it comes to Zergling Micro, I think Kwanro might actually have an advantage. And the Zerglings might actually, no, they're not going to each other. They're just going to pass right at each other. This actually might come down to a sort of elimination fight. ZerO actually going to meet a couple of Zerglings of Kwanro. Is going to force Kwanro to lure on his own Zerglings right back. Decide to not play offensively aggressively, just decide to defend instead. Also actually meeting a couple of reinforcements in the middle, try to take him down. Actually getting his lair up right now. And has only his drones, a couple of Zerglings on his main to defend. Has a few Zerglings coming back as well, actually trying to pin ZerO's Zerglings in. If ZerO actually gets his Zerglings pinned in a corner, he's going to be in a horrible position, but there is definitely enough space for him to run away if he needs to. Should actually not be forced to run into a corner. We're going to see actually ZerO's speed bumping in. Oh, both speed for both players at the same time. ZerO just putting his Zerglings around, trying to get in a pit, so trying to move some of his Zerglings around so he can get towards the drone line. Kwanro actually has a larger number of Zerglings right inside his base, and Kwanro with speed upgrade Zerglings, you can be able to do a lot of damage. ZerO to the forces of ZerO. ZerO's trying to get in again, but Kwanro has enough Zerglings to defend. He has Zerglings to the south side as well to make sure ZerO can't split his forces up and try to do a run, but actually more Zerglings coming in to reinforce for ZerO. Kwanro pushing the initial line of ZerO's away. We're going to see what this extra chick. ZerO trying to run 4 Zerglings inside, but Kwanro smartly enough leading some Zerglings inside of his own main base to defend against this. And Kwanro goes down and it's completely slaughtered all of the Zerglings that ZerO had at the left side, losing quite a few Zerglings alongside on the way, but still has come out victorious. ZerO has lost a lot more force than he would have wanted to. As you can see, with the Kwanro actually turns this into absolute aggression and actually tries to go for the base of ZerO's at this point, but the Zerglings tries to instead just get his Mutusk count. I think is exactly what he's going for. Has 4 Zerglings right now running inside of ZerO's base, actually forcing ZerO to plop down a second colony. So that's an advantage right there to force the other Zerg player to put down a second colony. That's definitely minerals he would have wanted for more Zerglings or something else, or even for those Mutusk. Instead, more Zerglings fighting and running in for Kwanro. So going to come down. This Kwanro, I think, has way too many Zerglings, even with a second colony. ZerO's going to be in a horrible position. A lot of Zerglings running in. Going to run in. Kwanro lost a few more Zerglings than would have wanted to. Another one dies there to a second colony. Reinforcements on the way. So Kwanro is constantly producing Zerglings. Most likely roundly putting them to the south at this point, but he's going to wait for those Mutusk, and Mutusk are going to be in the air for both players. Could be delayed, a slight delay for ZerO though, as he was forced to put down a sunken. Mutusk again trying to run in for Kwanro there, I'm sorry. kind of hard to distinguish in your brain when you're trying to scream without thinking too much. And both guys, Kwanro, ZerO, you know what I mean. So let's see, Spire timings look pretty much the same to me. ZerO still has the Zerglings inside of his own main, trying to push Kwanro back. About the same number of Zerglings. Can't quite distinguish. Both players, of course, have speed at this point. Just trying to run back, run forth. So Kwanro's definitely doing a good job of keeping ZerO inside of his main, but trying to find a pathway on the side. Several Zerglings killing each other. ZerO not being allowed to run outside of his own main. Kwanro just trying to find an opening to get at those drones, because he knows if he can get at those drones, he's going to be in good position. Mutalisks now popping in for both players. Going to be a little bit farther away for Kwanro. Actually going to try to go for the Sienna. There is the second one. Actually does a pretty good job. Takes the Zerglings out. Has plenty of Zerglings of his own. Going to force the Zerglings to run right towards that extractor. Mutalisks popping in just the right time alongside a couple of Scourge. So the Zerglings of Kwanro are going to go down. I don't think he managed much in the way of... I think he killed a drone or two. Got some damage done, definitely delayed a lot of mining. And overall, that's what Kwanro been doing now, getting his own Mutalisks into the fray. So it is going to come down to Mutas in the end. ZerO, though, not going to feel confident enough to move out quite yet. Has 3 Mutalisks at this point alongside a couple of Scourge. Kwanro waiting for his own Muta number to go higher up. Of course, that's the weakness of a 9-pull build, that you're really not going to have much in the way of production. Once your Spire pops up, you're really going to need a second hatchery. And you're not really going to have much in the way of minerals to get that second hatchery either, unless you sacrifice Zerglings, and both players are producing Zerglings at a pretty large number up to this point. ZerO is actually going to fly in here. Kwanro is going to have a pretty quick resupply route of Mutalisks there, so ZerO is going to have to do some damage. He has some Scourge, does not manage to get some hits, didn't lose any Scourge at the same time though. His drone's a little bit vulnerable in the position that they were. He's actually now going to run around, just try to attack that Overlord, force Kwanro to fly his Mutalisks out of his main base. ZerO now waiting for his own Mutalisk reinforcements, and both players just coming down to Muta battle. Just ZerO just trying to get Kwanro out there, losing a couple of Scourges, was trying to possibly catch the Mutalisk off guard. Now Kwanro going to fly right on oath, does not manage to save an Overlord, but definitely going to go and hunt down that Mutalisk number of ZerOs. Oh, gets hit by one single Scourge. On the way, gets hit by a second Scourge. Does manage to keep all of his Mutalisks alive, those separate Mutalisks. Finally, now micros against 2 other Scourge that were flying right towards him. And ZerO's Scourge have been not as effective as ZerO would have wanted them to be. Now Kwanro going to go around and actually get some revenge for his own Overlord being killed. Now going to kill one Overlord there. And ZerO's not going to have any time to save it. Kwanro has his own Scourge in the air to support. So it's all going to come down to one huge battle. Kwanro actually now feeling he has enough minerals, definitely having enough minerals to put down his own natural expansion. Don't get to see the first person with Kwanro. ZerO, of course, not going to be able to put down his own natural as quick as he would have wanted, for no other reason that, well, he had to put that second colony. Kwanro actually used their second colony trick, build a second colony so he can get an extra drone out in the field because he was lacking an Overlord just to get some air production. Now get to see him microing his Mutalisks around, trying to engage ZerO's Mutalisk. I think the Scourge, not quite sure if they quite managed to get in quite close enough or not, but Kwanro doing a beautiful job. Both players just micro around, has some Scourge coming in to support. Now the Mutalisks just going to engage them, and ZerO's Mutalisks all go down. Kwanro, beautiful position. That's the point. Has a natural expansion coming up. Now we're going to see that ZerO all around is a pretty bad position, and oh man, ZerO GG's. We saw ZerO's first person. I didn't quite realize that was ZerO's first person view. He had his mouse put way off, but yeah, I just knew he lost that, just trying to come to terms, and GG's, and Kwanro moves on! Oh man! 2 CJ guys in the semis, and we are guaranteed a CJ player in the finals of this MSL. We're going to have Iris versus Kwanro, the grudge match, on the semifinals. I wouldn't call it a grudge match. Teammate match are almost fun. They're so dramatic. And Kwanro and Iris, 2 uber aggressive players, are going to be facing off in the semis. What more could he ask for? I'm way more excited for this than Jaedong versus Calm. Oh man, Iris and Kwanro are going to be sitting there going, dude, we're going to play off against each other. How awesome is that? And then just sitting there smiling and laughing together. That's pretty good. It's kind of sad to see when the guys that, you know, are phoned with each other have to play off and just fight off against each other. But Kwanro looks so happy with himself. I think this is his best finish ever. Iris has been here before, even though it's been a long time. ZerO's also been in that position before, some months away. But Kwanro, from what I understand, has never been this close to a title. He's never been in a semifinal finish. So beautiful play there. Guys shaking their hands there, like, we'll meet each other again soon, dude. We'll meet each other again soon. And wow, I am so looking forward to these semifinals. I told you guys this thing was stacked. No tosses in the semis. Man, no tosses in the semis this time around. So what are you gonna do? Oh boy, I believe we lacked Terrans the last time. Three Zerg players. Wow, time of the Zerg has come. Quite possibly. CJ leading the way. So we're gonna have Jadong and Calm as the first semifinal. We're gonna have Iris and Kwanro as the second semifinals. And wow, just a couple more rounds, and this MSL is over. Wow. So hope you enjoyed that. I sure as hell did. Just you guys ranching out. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. See you again next time.